Capricorn, and welcome to your August 2018 general reading. I'm just been reflecting on your messages, Capricorn, here. You've got quite a big reading as usual, okay? I pulled additional guidance cards from 2 different decks and you got the same card, okay? You got the soulmate card and then you got the soulmate cards, okay? So, you know, Capricorn, there's no way around this, okay? Because this soulmates in this card can be family members, it can be work colleagues. It's people that you feel a really strong energy with. There's quite often a teaching dynamic and the relationships aren't always easy, okay? In the Romance Angels deck, you got exactly the same. Yes, this is your soulmate. But I've got a very, very similar theme that I've been feeling for your sign for the last 2-3 months. There's a bit of a tension around it, basically. And either because maybe one party's resisting it, or it's a family member and there's a little bit of conflict. One card flew out the deck that's not in your reading, but it's always a really important card. And it was the 5 of Wands, but it came up in reverse. So when it's this way round, it's a sort of squabbling energy between people. And there's a tension between your head and your heart going in separate directions. But it came up this way. And I think what you most want is to go forward, and somehow it might be about making peace with someone, or if it's a relationship, you want to go forward and make an offer, or you want to be the person who does that. Some conflict. I'm not saying it's automatically going to go, because in the month of August it still feels a bit around you. But I think the struggle is going to lessen and the intensity. Mars will be back in Capricorn. So you'll have that drive to hopefully move forward. So what lies behind you is the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So at end of July, the 7 of Wands, again, is traditionally classed as a defensive energy. But is it? I'm really not sure. I think it's really quite good to have a bit of protection. It's also about self-esteem and not letting anyone into our inner place. But there's definitely, I've got a feeling, Capricorn, there's a shall I or shan't I make peace or resolve a relationship issue. Remember, this can be about family, workmates, or I think for a lot of you this is going to be a love situation. The 3 of Cups is about joy and happiness. So hopefully some Capricorns have been really feeling that light energy. Okay? Quite an interesting dynamic here already. I'm like, what is going on? So what you most want is a Knight of Cups. So this is either to go forward emotionally and make an offer to someone, or for someone to do the same with you. But there's still a little bit of conflict and difficulties around this. I have to say, the 5s I call a difficult birth process. So to get to the 6s, you need to go through the 5s. A lot of people resist change because they don't want to go through the 5 energy. It might mean for you to go forward and make an offer of peace, or to ask someone out. Some of you might need to hurt someone else, or there might need to be words spoken. There might need to be some sort of forgiveness work, because your protector energy is the 5 of Swords. Very, very strange protector energy. And it's almost saying, whatever you need to do, Capricorn, it's for your own good, because the outcome is the Judgment card, which is a rebirth card. It's about being born again, starting your life again. But it looks like for you to get to this Judgment card with the Four of Wands, you need to go through the Five of Swords. Sometimes this is about hurting people, and sometimes it's about saying I'm sorry. It's about trying to resolve a conflict. It's about letting go of past difficulties. But a part of you doesn't want to, because you've got the Nine of Swords with it. Some Capricorns might have to have a conversation with someone and they don't want to do it. They're holding a lot of their energy back. Very similar readings. I'm sorry if it's not resonating with you. There's nothing I can do about the cards that I get. But around this moving forward emotionally, either with a family member or a loved one, there's some difficult words that need to be said. Because your challenge is the Death card, okay? Now, I'm one of these readers who love the Death card. I love the Tower. My clients know me enough to know that I do. Because you don't get the rebirth without the letting go of the past. You don't get the sixes without the fives. Something, in order for you to move forward, Capricorn, there's something that needs to be let go of. I don't know if it's a person. It could be a job. It could be an old situation. It could be forgiveness work. So you need to let go of any hurt that's been caused in order to move your life forward with that Knight of Cups. I like this reading, by the way. In your relationship house, you've got your own card. You've got the Devil card. So I'm going to clarify the Devil card. The Devil card can still feel that you're a bit blocked. There could almost be a bit of an obsessional energy going on here. You could be involved with someone who's as a bit of imbalance. But ultimately, the Devil card is a gateway card. And it's about transformation. It's fire. So fire purifies and fire burns. And so we can start again. And it comes with the Six of Discs. Exactly what I sense. A conversation needs to happen here, Capricorn. The balance needs to be restored in a situation. I think there's a lot of resistance to having this conversation. Because that's okay. Human beings resist. But in order to propel our lives forward, we need to go to those places we don't want to go to. In money and work, you have got the Ten of Wands. So it looks like you're working hard. You're really tired. Maybe you feel you've got too many burdens on. I've got Capricorn Ascendant, and I totally get this reading. So yeah, you might feel that life's a little bit, you're looking forward to putting these 10 wands down. The good news is it comes with a chariot, which is moving forward. It's a vehicle that propels your life forward. There's almost like something's completing, so something else can move forward here. Around your spirituality, you do have the Strength card. So in a negative side, the Strength card can be about holding back desire, holding back and resisting, okay? For some of you, that's really important here because I've got an energy of that. But for others, it's about getting that backbone, standing straight and going towards your North Star, this destiny. And you're going to know your destiny with the power of these cards. Basically, because a soulmate makes itself known by the intensity of the energy. And even if that's through conflict, it's because something needs to be resolved, faced and dealt with. Now your outcome, first of all, 8 of Discs. So you're still working hard again. Maybe it's your way because you're in the 10 of Wands. It looks like a hard working month. But then comes a beautiful Judgment card. This is your rebirth. But you won't get there, Capricorn, unless you allow yourself to experience whatever this 5 of Swords means to you. Because the Judgment card is with the 4 of Wands. Both cards are about new chapters, the threshold cards, their emotional rebirth. But the way through it is through the Five of Swords, okay? There's conversations that need to be had. I don't think they're going to be the easiest conversations. But most people resist in the places that your soul really, really wants to go to. Yeah? Because it brings up an awful lot of fear. But you, Capricorn, you've got to go with this. I'm sorry, I never really do that as a reader, but I get what's going on here. And it's like there's something really powerful calling you. And there's an awful lot of resistance. It's like you're going through a birth canal and everything's a little bit stressful. But the outcome is just outstanding, really. So I need to clarify. I'm going to get, King of Cups here, which should be, again, a very much a soulmate energy here. I think, with the Queen of Swords, so for some of you this could be with an Aquarius or someone, an air sign, or just someone who's really good with words. But ultimately, this card is about communication. Because in order to resolve conflicts, and in order to resolve the Devil card, we need to walk through something. It's like you go through the Devil and some other cards, and eventually you move towards the Sun card and the Judgment and the Fool. And that is why the Devil card is a gateway card. It looks like it's very, very challenging, but very, very exciting, Capricorn. And one more card I pull for you is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about swift change. And I think this might only be for some Capricorns, okay? Please forgive me if it's not. Hopefully, I'm back doing my weeklies. But the Knight of Swords is a bit swift change, okay? Moving forward, because I felt my readings for you for the last few months has been about some huge energies coming through, but combining with a lot of resistance towards moving forward. And I think this reading's pretty clear. It's because, again, there's words that have been said, there's words that have been spoken, or there needs to be, Capricorn. And I like the fact that this Five of Wands is in reverse, because it means the struggle is coming to an end. And you're moving towards a different place. For some of you, in a love reading, it might even be a whole different person. I don't know. But the Knight of Swords brings swift, rapid change, okay? The challenge is letting go of something. Something you're holding on to is with the Two of Discs, which will be something linked with security. And as an earth sign, security is very important to everyone, but as an earth sign, maybe that's why it's doubly challenging, because you're needing to let something go in order for you to cross into a whole new way of being. I don't know what else to say here, Capricorn. Immensely exciting reading. Yeah. Ask for one more card and you got the World card. This is the month of completions, Capricorn. But you're going to have to be brave, and you're going to have to maybe hurt people or say some things. But an amazing reading. I'll speak to you soon, Capricorn. Loads of love. Bye.